Okay, so I am having to write on this piece of paper with a mouse. So you're going to have to be forgiving in terms of how my penmanship looks. But this is just a real quick lesson on introducing interval notation. You guys already know about inequality notation, so we're just going to be rewriting inequality notation using interval notation. And I kind of introduced this a little bit when we talked about the cowboy and the angel. Remember, the cowboy had a shaded face because he's wearing a cowboy hat. And remember, he's all bowed up for a fight because he's got these brackets. And he's wearing his cowboy boots. Okay, so there's the cowboy. The angel, ooh, that's terrible. Let me fix that. I need an open circle for the angel. She's got a halo, dotted line. She's got parentheses. And she's not wearing any shoes. Okay, so this is going to help you remember that when you have this inequality with the bar, okay, you replace that with the bracket. And if you do not have a bar underneath it, then you have a parentheses. So this inequality says that we're talking about all the numbers between -3 and 5. We are including -3. We are not including 5. This is what it looks like over here on the graph. The 3 has a solid, the shaded cowboy, okay? And the 5 is open, like the angel is. And so this is interval notation for saying the same thing. Interval notation is telling you where to start and telling you where to stop. Okay, so it says start at -3 and include everything until you get to 5, but don't include 5. Okay, so that's this one right here is considered a compound inequality. This one is not a compound inequality. We're only talking about the numbers that are bigger than 2. Notice again, 2, this inequality does not have a bar underneath it, so you're going to start your interval at 2. It's going to be open, and we're going to go, that's the symbol for infinity. This symbol right here, this sideways looking 8, that's the infinity symbol. Infinity symbols should always be associated with the parentheses. You'll never, ever, ever put a bracket around infinity. Okay, so let me see if I can remember how to get, I just want a straight line so I can do a number line. Okay, oops, let me do an up and down line. Up and down line right here. Up and down line right here. Go back and get my pen. Let's make this a 4 and make this a 6. Okay. Let's do open, open, and all of this in here is shaded. Okay, so if that's the picture, what would the inequality be? What would the interval notation be? Well, let's do both. Let's do the inequality and interval. Okay, so the interval notation, open circle, parentheses, starts at 4, comma, goes to 6, open circle, so it's going to be parentheses. Do not get this confused with an ordered pair. This one does look like an ordered pair, but it is not an ordered pair. It is an interval because we're talking about this right here. Start at 4, stop at 6. Okay, let's do another. Where did my shapes go? That's my shapes. Let's do another one. Okay, and let's do -2. And this time we're gonna shade everything. everything this way. Okay? If we shade everything that way, then we're talking about, now, remember, to do an interval, you have to have a starting place and a stopping place. And you always read the graph from left to right. So since this one right here is going forever this way, the starting place is going to be back here at negative infinity. Okay, there's not a number where it starts because it goes to the left forever. Remember, infinity always gets a parentheses. Then the second number is the stopping place. Well, where did this shading section stop? It stopped at -2. Okay. Now we have to decide if it should be a bracket or a parentheses. It is colored in, so it should be colored in, so it should be a bracket. Okay. And if you were going to write this as an inequality, what numbers are we talking about? The numbers, x is the numbers that we're talking about. 2 is the boundary, and -2 is the boundary. And which numbers do we have shaded? Those that are bigger than 2 or those that are less than 2? We're talking about the ones that are less than 2. So you're going to use that inequality. But it was filled in, okay? It was filled in, so the inequality should be with a bar underneath it. Okay, so all of the other problems on your worksheet are, they give you one piece of information or the other. Hold on, let me see if I can find it real quick. Here it is. They give you one piece of information and you have to provide the other two. I'll do one more with you. So this one says that we're talking about all the numbers that are less than or equal to 3. So if we're talking about all the numbers that are less than or equal to 3, draw a number line here. Color in the 3. I can't draw on this, so let me go back over here. Let me go to a new page. How do I get to a new page? So draw a number line, stick 3 on there. Is that what it was? Yeah. A number line with a 3. Here's what we're doing. X is less than or equal to 3. So we know that 3 is our boundary. Put a circle on it and fill it in because of the bar. Which numbers are we talking about? All the numbers that are smaller than 3. So we're shading this section right here. Okay, so that's what your graph should look like. The inequality notation, this is the inequality notation. I need the interval notation, okay? Remember, the interval notation should be your starting place and your stopping place. Well, we stop and we always read it from left to right, just like you do a sentence. Well, it stops at 3. Okay, that's our stopping place. The circle is filled in, so it gets a bracket. Okay, well, where did this shading start? It started way over here to the left, so it started at negative infinity. And infinity always gets a parentheses. Okay, so this would be the graph that you would put in that section, and this would be the interval notation. Inequality notation, interval notation, graph. Okay, let's look at another one real quick. Okay, let's do this one. Or. Okay, x is less than 1. Let me see if I can take a quick picture of this. Well, I think I can do it better this way. Let me go here. Take a quick picture of this so I don't have to write it. Copy it. Come over here and paste it. Okay, let me go up there and grab it. Okay, so this is what I'm doing. Maybe it'd be easier to draw a picture first. So I'm going to draw a picture. I need a mark at 1, and I need a mark at 5. Okay, so this is 1, and this is 5. Which numbers do I have shaded? I'm sorry, I'm going to cough. Uh-oh, it says I have to stop. Okay, I'm going to do it real fast. Open circle, shade this way. Oh, no, I'm going to have to come back and finish this one because I need to talk to you about how to do it when they're separate like that.